What's going on, guys? So again, we're going to be doing another movie review. We are finally going to be reviewing Freelance, starring John Cena, Christian Slater, among many others. You guys can watch this right now on Prime Video, Netflix. That's how I watched it. So the entirety of this movie, uh, we have John Cena's character, who is he basically tells a story of how he was going to become a lawyer, but he was really bored with it, so he joined the army, Spec Ops. He was really good in that, and then he unfortunately loses his team. Then he has to go back to being a lawyer. He takes a part-time job doing it. Then his buddy, that's played by Christian Slater, comes into the fray, and he wants to offer him a gig by being able to go into and do security and protect this journalist who's played by Allison Brie, and they both go to this country that he's been to before to meet the president of Inez. And what happens is when they arrive, of course, he doesn't want to be there. He's having marital trouble. His marriage is pretty much on the brink of divorce, and he's trying to decide whether he's going to go through with that or he's going to try to save his marriage. But with all this going on in his mind, him and the journalist and the president get attacked in the country, and his first instinct is obviously to do his job. He's supposed to protect the one Claire, who is the journalist, and unfortunately things take a big turn when he realizes there's a coup going on in this country, that the president of this country is being attacked by his own people. His nephew's involved, and he has to also call Christian Slater's character to be like, hey, what happened, why'd you send me over here specifically, and all this other kind of stuff. And he finds out that again someone hired him to get someone over there to take out this character and be able to help take over the country. So he realizes that unfortunately the company that he worked for was going to be a part of the coup without anyone really knowing it until they actually dug deeper into this. So he actually starts considering about doing it, but then he later finds out that the one that he's been mad at for I'm assuming a couple years now at this point or longer, that he thought he was responsible for his team, and he informs him that it wasn't him, that it was not him that did this, it was someone else. And he later finds out who it is in the film. Now, I will say, again, with the latest movies that John Cena has been doing, pretty much with comedy, action, thriller movies, this is pretty much just another popcorn flick. And I hate to say it like that, but it is a popcorn flick. It has its funny moments, it has its, I would say, dumb moments, like really, like come on. It has a few other moments where it was pretty much something that you've seen before. And I will say, we've seen movies like this, whether it be with like Dwayne Johnson, or that kind of movie where you got like the big, muscle bound, star, and he's like the badass of the, thing. It's that normal kind of popcorn action flick movie. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film. Again, I used to not be a very big John Cena fan back then. He's really grown on me, especially, with going on DC and other movies I've seen him in. So again, I don't mind John Cena as much as I used to. But I did enjoy this movie. There was a few funny scenes in here that I feel like, honestly, they took a play out of the Peacemaker book. I really do feel like that. Or they took a few out of some other movies that he's done, just to kind of mix it up and make it a little bit more funny, more adult rated for fans that obviously watch Peacemaker because of John Cena, or because of they're a fan of his or the show, or whatever the case of it is. But again, I did enjoy this film. I found it funny. I found it really good drama. And again, is it one of those, hey, I'd watch it again? If there was nothing else on, yes, I'd definitely give it a shot again. But it's also one of those, I feel like it's kind of a one and done for me, because when you watch certain movies like this, unless it makes a very good big impression on you, then you'll watch it more. But it didn't make a very big impression on me, even though again I enjoyed it. But it's not something that I'm going to constantly go back to and praise, from the heavens, so to speak. But overall, if you guys have not seen this film, I know I'm a little late to it. Again, I think it came out 2024, 2023, something like that. Again, it's an action comedy movie. I thought it was an okay film. Definitely trying to catch up on other movies I haven't seen before, so I got some more stuff involved that you guys are going to be seeing. But let me know what you guys think about. Regardless, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.